Alright, now it's time to go to Eridanos. Rizzo's Morale Improvement Program. Oh, cutscene. Sweet! Alright, so we traveled to Eridanos. That's the first check. Now we gotta speak to Bellhop. Before we do that, let's first check to see if they've got anything for us around here. Around for us extra overachievers. There we go. See? We're already finding extra stuff that the average player would not find. Alright. Do-do-do. Alright. So I don't see any Adrena time, so I'm guessing the theme for this DLC is gonna be Murder Mystery, since the previous one was Adrena time, so the first DLC was about drugs, this DLC is about Murder Mystery. Alright, it's good we got all this organization. Now, let's actually go down.
Oh, Captain, it's beautiful up here. Can we get more jobs like this one?
We'll have to see.
Hello there. Hope your atmospheric entry wasn't too troublesome. As a guest of honor, you deserve the best in comfort. Sublight Salvage and Shipping Underground, or Slug, as we like to call ourselves, is delighted to welcome you to Eridanos. I'm the Grand Colonial head Bellhop. I'm here to grab your bags and direct you, the inspector, to the Grand Ballroom, which was the scene of the crime.
What is up with these, the Slug? Like, what is up with these abbreviations? But can you fill me in on the details of the murder? What's the mood in the hotel? Are a lot of people upset? Yeah, that all sounds great. I was promised a room. I don't need Sublight's welcome. But why don't you fill me in?
I can try. I was the one who found Helen's body in the Grand Ballroom. Corpse wasn't in the best shape. Aside from that, I don't know a whole lot. Helen was supposed to host the unveiling for Rizzo's newest product, Spectrum Brown. Until you catch the killer, the unveiling's been indefinitely postponed. Helen's death has been a shock for many. A lot of people are inconsolable. Hell, even Black Hole Birdie, Helen's beau, has wandered off. Some folks think he had something to do with the murder, but I don't believe it.
I still don't understand why anyone would have it in for Ms. Helen.
We should ask if they're comping the minibar. This might take a while, if you get me.
Folks get heated when it comes to serials and their actors, I suppose.
So, was she a divisive figure? Typical show business. That's great. Can you show me to my room, please?
Not particularly. But I think some folks were jealous of her success, or otherwise viewed her as a threat. Reckon how she came about her fame didn't help.
Whoa. So how'd she get so famous? I take it she made some bad choices. I see. I'm surprised anyone would care about a little back-channel dealing. So let's see how she got famous.
Why, she was a natural. People fell in love with her. She managed to wrangle up a following all on her own. She ended up about as famous and high-runged as your average VP, which rubbed a lot of Byzantines the wrong way. Actors ain't supposed to get preferential treatment. Let's see here. Oh, I already spoke briefly about the Spectrum unveiling, or lack thereof. It's still an awful shame. A lot of folks looking forward to that.
So, I thought you worked for Slug, not Rizzo's. Was the product release a big deal? Hope they keep it cancelled. One less bullshit corporate parade. Guess so. Anyway, I'm going to look at the crime scene. But, here we go.
I do. Rizzo's happened to rent out the Grand Colonial Ballroom from Slug for the unveiling. A nice mutually beneficial event. But the murder's gone and ruined that, along with 9 out of 10 of my favorite cereals. Anyway, I think I've held you up long enough. Once you're ready, head down to the lobby. The ballroom is just behind the elevators. Meanwhile, I'll grab your bags.
Oh, gee. Well, great. Thanks. I'll see you later. Bags? What bags? I don't need you to take any bags.
You're making fun, right? Your luggage, belongings, kit, wherever you keep what you ain't wearing, you're still giving me a pretty blank look. Suppose it's none of my business, but do you just wear the same set of clothes all the time?
No, that would be ridiculous. Maybe you should take that stupid hat off before you criticize my appearance. Of course I do. Are you telling me you don't? No, that would be ridiculous. I just wear whatever I strip from my enemy's corpses, honestly. I'm kind of curious to see what my companions will say.
See, you say that, but I still ain't seen no bags. Know what? Never mind, it's not my business. Anyhow, I'll look for you in the Grand Ballroom later. Hope you can unravel this mystery, Inspector.
Alright. Wait, do you have anything else to say?
Must have had something in my ear.
This is one of the worst weeks I've ever had.
Apologies, sir.
Except the time I got bit by a feral sprat.
Huh.
No one's allowed in or out until the murder investigation's concluded.
Do you have any idea who I am? I could bury you under 6 tons of paperwork before you had the time to cry out for your supervisor.
I'm sure you could, but we fed our last box of grievance forms into the incinerator a few months ago. Is there anything I can do for you in the meantime?
I cannot believe this.
Oh. Wait, let's see. Alright, let me leave. And then come back. Oh, that was it. Okay.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
We don't toss troublemakers out of airlocks. We just throw them over the edge.
I see. Alright.
Do you have any idea how many bits I've spent at the Grand Colonial? Is my patronage worth nothing to you?
I'm sure you've spent a lot, sir, but unfortunately we can't make any exceptions.
Can't make any exceptions. In Byzantium, those words would be a criminal offense.
Shame we're not in Byzantium.
Okay, so I just need to move a bit away. Alright. Let me come back to trigger another dialogue.
Listen, I understand the lockdown. Really, I do. You've got your job to do, and you'll get fired if you don't do it.
Thanks for the understanding.
I wasn't finished. Couldn't I just go out on a ship for a brief period? A handful of minutes, maybe? Just a quick trip to Byzantium so I can check on my stocks? I promise it won't take more than an hour.
Sir, for both our sakes, I'm just going to pretend like you didn't say anything.
I'm thinking that's it, but let me just check one more time.
Please, can't you see my face? There are genuine tears on it right now. Genuine. I've been here so long, it is affecting my psyche. I just want to leave.
I'm very sorry to hear that, sir. If you go up to your room, you'll be able to request a visit from a counseling mechanical.
Alright, come on. Anything else?
Fine, fine, fine. I see that I'm not having any effect on you. I'll cease my inquiries about leaving the hotel.
Thank you.
Now, since I've given up on that, I'll have to find some new way to keep myself entertained. Have 20 bottles of purple-berry wine sent up to my room. I plan to wreck the place.
I will inform maintenance to get their worldly affairs in order, sir.
Haha. I'm thinking that was it, right? Alright, cool. So, I came from here, so let's go from left to right and just see if there's anything I missed. Aha!
Sublight Underground takes care of its own.
Yeah. Stick it to the man. Oh. This is sealed. Okay. Sealed. I'm guessing this is going to be like a future shortcut for me. Alright, so there's one welcome here, another welcome there. Nothing around here. Ooh, can I jump over this? Wait! Nah, alright. Let's see. Ooh, no, I can't take those. Oh well. Alright, gotta be secret. Okay, I'm thinking that's it for this area. Oh, not yet. Okay. So, what have we already learned? Nobody is allowed to leave. That's some good information. So we can either go through here or through here. High society cigarettes. Okay. Does it say where it goes? No. And I already checked this, right? Oh, no, I didn't. Alright. So let's go where the game intended for us to go. Ah, yes. A lot of high-class stuff for us to take.
Greetings, Inspector. No need to check in here. Your paperwork has all been processed. You should be able to find the Colonial right ahead.
Gotcha. Okay, so all this stuff is considered stealing. What about this? Oh. So I just gotta watch out for what's considered stealing and what isn't. Oh, that was just the elevator. So I could have gone the stairs way or the classy way. Anything else to say?
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
Why, thank you. Just in case it triggers any scene.
Fancy place. I hope they're not expecting us to pay.
Yeah. No matter where I go, I can't escape those jingles. Alright, let's check out the map. Whoa. I guess I gotta wait for it to load. There we go. So I go here and I just make one big old circle. So that shouldn't be too hard. Just taking some liquor. Man, glacier water. That even just shows that it's like, oh, oh, we've got water, but it's glacier water. It's high percent. It's rich people water. Yes. I mean, to be fair, we do have like water like that here in the world and like in the real world, but I don't know. Still, for some reason, you're calling it glacier water and putting it like in a fancy liquor bottle or beer or wine bottle doesn't make it any more better. Okay. So what do we got up here? Is it sealed? Yes. I can climb this though. Oh! So although I wasn't intended, because I saw this ladder here, so I was wondering if it was intended for the program to allow you to come here. Alright, we're getting a lot of machine guns. What would the 1% want with machine guns though? I can see we've already got a lot of mysteries to solve. As in, why would the 1% want a lot of guns? Oh! My bad. Alright, is that stealing? Yes. But here. Alright. So what room is this? Well, it's not labeled, so I don't know. So I guess my challenge for this DLC is to not explode anything that I don't need to explode. Uh-oh. I already see something I can explode.
A hard cider or
Okay.
a hard life.
Okay, so I was just here. So if I go in this direction... So even if I explode something, I'm just going to immediately turn everybody hostile towards me. The bridge, hotel to spaceport. Ah, so all these bridges are locked, and I assume I have to do quests in order to unlock these bridges. Alright. Let's make a circle. Or almost a circle. Alright, we got this. Aw. Show yourself that you are fine. Because you use Adrena time. We know our season P's. So what was the jingle for this? All I heard was Rizzo's puts the us, and then I couldn't hear the rest. Is this... Oh, no, it's stealing. Okay. Anything else to read? No. Only at Antibiotics Sports and Arena. Rizzo's Rangers versus Auntie Cleo's Darlings.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Gee. You always gotta get respect from your boss. So, it says, contact Cedric. Cedric Kincannon. Okay. Let me in! Okay. So yeah, my challenge is not to explode any of these unless it's necessary. Really? So you can just jump off of this. Is there any force field preventing you from falling? Man. Oh, wait! No, no, no! Okay. You see? That could have happened to a person like me. Okay. So I just searched this area. Let me keep outlining this place. No, I don't see any apples. Careful not to fall off. Well, at least we can tell that on this planet, it is indeed flat. So when people thought that the world was flat, does that mean like it was possible like in their minds to like fall off the earth? Because I know that I think their way of looking at it was like because like the sun would, they thought like the sun, like they were the earth was the center and the sun moved like in accordance with the sun moved in accordance with the earth. But then we learned that, you know, it's the earth that orbits around the sun. So, or maybe when they thought that the earth was flat, like did they understand the concept of like space? Or I don't know. I need to go into the history books and figure that out. So Spacer's Choice was the main corporation for the DLC in Peril on Gorgon. So I'm guessing, trying to think, which corporation would it be that's going to be the main focus in this DLC?
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
Gee. Well, good for you. No amount of brainwashing will make you a better person, though.
I hope the murderer is caught soon. This lockdown is truly hampering my schedule for the week.
Agreed. I was supposed to go back to Byzantium today to play cards with the vice CEO of Hammersmith. And what about you?
Oh, I was too. But it wasn't the vice CEO, it was the president of the company.
Really? What's her name?
If you don't know, then maybe you should try to be a little more cultured.
Okay.
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
Alright. I need to go a certain amount of distance to trigger another dialogue scene.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Quite so, yes. Wait, was it just one amount of
Anyone
dialogue?
up for a game of sudden death knockout? Yeah, me neither.
What is this? Knockout Court Memo. To all guests. Management urgently requests you refrain from using tossball equipment on the sudden death knockout courts. Guests using the court have not signed the proper paperwork. Guests using the court have not signed the proper paperwork for death and dismemberment by any equipment other than knockout rackets. Any hemorrhages, brain damage, or life-threatening concussions caused due to tossball-related mischief will result in extensive fines. Should you desperately wish to sate your tossball recreation needs, management recommends you visit the Rizzo's Rangers on the second VIP guest floor. Slug is not responsible for any guests beaten to death by the Rangers during scrimmage matches. Ooh, this sounds fun. So I guess we're gonna need a couple tossball sticks. But we're not here to play games. We're here to figure out who murdered who.
That smell. Whatever that is, it'll kill more than bacteria.
Excuse me. The Pool Plaza is currently closed to guests.
Huh. Is that standard security attire? Ugh. Where am I? I know I came from there. Okay. So I came from here, and then, yeah, I didn't go there. But I'll focus on this once I finish outlining this entire area. Or at least the areas I have access to currently. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Ba-dum-ba-dum. Alright, anything else to say? No? Okay.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CC10 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and peanut butter.
Hiya. Brabata. Ishaba. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, was that another gate? Gotta check out these gates before auto mechanical deck. Wonder if we get any dialogue if we bring Sam here. Well, who knows? We have got a gardener. Assuming this is stealing, right? And what about you, fine fellow?
Why'd Helen have to go and die in our hotel? We don't need that kind of notoriety.
Yeah. 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 So now we've got to the point of interest discovered bridge. Hotel to Wilderness. Oh, I can pick this if I wanted. Oh, jeez, I'm being so naughty. Do-do-do.
Teach me that.
Alright. So I know I can read something. I'm guessing this is the security office. I mean, this does lead to the wilderness. Oh, does it open just by using this? Let me first read this. Wilderness checkpoint note. Evan, remember, cards tonight. If you don't show, I'll set a raptidon loose in here with you. I'm kidding, but don't forget, you hear? I need help knocking bait down a rung or three. She's had me writing field reports for her all week. Botanical Operations Building. Cards tonight. Fritz. Okay. So what does this do? Okay, it does nothing. So what's the point of this then? Alright. Well, I ain't gonna figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. Get some locals.
Have you seen the profit of profitability of late?
No, I'm afraid I haven't. Why do you ask?
I was looking forward to attending her seminar. The ins and outs of office doors, walking through the gateway to success. But no one's seen her.
Oh, well that does sound like an interesting talk. If you do run into her, sign me up as well, won't you?
Gotcha. So there's somebody else is missing. Going over here. Alright, what else do you have to say? Nothing.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never gonna get a sequel to Terror on Monarch.
Oh no. Gee, that is the thing to focus on. The Sun Parlor. Ooh, pretty. Oi! Gotta be careful not to fall off. Hey look, Sprats. I know. I wasn't gonna hurt any Sprats in the last DLC, but you know what? I'm not gonna hurt them either here. I mean, I'm not gonna make that a rule like, you know, a rule where I'm not gonna destroy these, but whatever happens, happens.
My last quarterly review said I had an attitude problem. Morale improvement program fixed me right up.
Yeah. Whoa. Okay. So what do we got in here? Oh, most stuff to steal. But nothing specific to check. Or nothing specific to take. Do-do-do. Uh-oh. I survived. It ain't stupid if you survive. Well, no. You know what I mean. Hotel to Pilot House. Ooh. Oi. Can I actually... I'm pretty sure the game made sure you can't do this, but I'm kind of curious. Oh! They thought of everything. Us. What is in there? Oh, so we've got a Amelia Stillwell. Alright, anything else to check? Anything else to take? No. You know what? I'll talk to you.
Move along.
Alright, I won't talk to you. Oi! I'm not gonna be defeated by some rocks. There we go. Okay. No. So we had this chatting.
Did you hear? They hired an inspector to investigate Helen's murder.
An inspector coming to a private resort? How does Rizzo's know they won't just loaf around, stealing drinks and rifling through guests' belongings?
You should be careful what you say. I don't know what the inspector looks like. They could be right next to us at this very moment.
Please, how likely is that? The murder's making you paranoid.
Oh, I like the fourth wall breaks like that. Anything else to say?
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never going to get a sequel to...
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside himself in grief.
Yes, quite so.
Rizzo's Knock You Out Bar. A CCN 76 milk chocolate bar with caramel and pea-free nuts in it. It's time for a KYO.
Let's see. Oi! No.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch, Tripadel Flakes, and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more.
Alright, so I made a complete circle. Alright. Oh, come on. Oi! There we go. Alright, let me go to the Pool Plaza. First, let me see. So I was intended to go through here. Wait. Alright, that was the elevator. Okay. So I was intended to go through here, and then...
Rizzo's Lemon Slap. Slap your whole family.
Y'all have anything to say?
You know, I never imagined Spencer Woolrick would outlive Halsey and Helen.
Wait, who lived out who? Okay.
I can't believe Helen's gone. We're never
Well.
going to get a sequel to tell that the unveiling would be indefinitely postponed. What did he mean? Are we going to have to wait an entire week? 2 weeks?
I suspect it may take longer than that. If the murder isn't solved, the unveiling could be postponed for as long as a month.
I can't believe that! We should sue.
We can sue later. For now, let's just enjoy the day and hope the murder is solved with due haste.
What's up? Wait. Leaving. Alright, and coming back? Anything else? Okay. So now that we're on to the inner ring of this place. Let's see what else is there to take and look at. It's a very pretty place, I will give them that. Ooh, I see a door. So, this is Dolph McAllister.
Hello? Did you hear me before? The Pool Plaza's closed. There ain't even no water.
Huh.
Oh, you're that inspector. Right. Sorry, but the pool's currently closed on account of it stinking worse than my boss. What can I do for you?
Why does the pool look all green? Pretty heavily armed for a pool guard, aren't you? I'll be on my way.
Space me if I knew. I got here for my shift this morning and found it this way. They can't yell at me for this one, which is good, because a lot of folks seem upset by it.
This morning? So, it happened just before the Spectrum Brown launch. Why are people upset? Alright, so what is Slug doing about it? I wanted to swim.
Gee, you're pretty sharp. Yeah, the reception party would have extended out here, but we had to close it off. What with the contamination. And now the reception ain't happening anyway. Can't do much now but wait for the stench to wear off. We found the individual hired to clean face down in a puddle of his own spit in the orchards. Guess he won't be helping.
Something about this sounds off kilter. I'd like to take a look around. Face down in his own spit? This is all very interesting, but I've got more important things to investigate.
Look, I call it how I see it. They found the poor slackwit alongside syringes enough to put down a herd of mantisaurs. His family will have to be fined. Rizzo should have been more careful about who they hired. They're lucky nothing got permanently damaged.
So?
Alright. You may want to visit the sun parlor. That's where that Rizzo's fool mixed the chemicals he used. Oh, and you could talk to Lily, my boss. She probably has some great advice. I saw her walk toward the bridge to the Purpleberry Orchards earlier. Reckon she's still there.
Gotcha.
Now, anything else I can do for you?
Well, got some questions about the pool.
So long as you don't want to go in, I can answer anything you like.
Oh, so why are you very armed?
Yeah, it's part of the job. I think I'm listed as a security consultant. But all that really means is that if I'm caught without this thing, I get put on pool guard duty. I don't know what happens if I'm caught without it on pool guard duty, but I know that I don't want to find out.
Alright. You said that Rizzo's hired someone to do the cleaning.
Yep, still dead. Usually Rizzo's is pretty good at making sure the people they hire ain't got tripicale for brains, but that fella clearly wasn't worth trusting. I met him briefly once. Seemed level-headed enough, but that must have been just a front. Otherwise, he wouldn't have made such a mess of things.
Well, that's everything for now.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so it looks like we've got our... So what happens if we actually try to get into the water? Oh, hey. Pool filter. A mechanical contraption for propagating chemicals inserted above through the pool water. Someone has scratched a sentence into the filter's plating. Irian was here. Really? That's... Okay. So, we already know this first door enters. Can we even get up onto the second floor up here? Okay, I remember. Let me just see if there's anything else to take. All this lovely purpleberry stuff. Okay. So, he said the Sun Parlor.
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste for rainbow.
That's the unmechanical thing. Actually, while I'm going in that direction, let me make sure I'm looking at all this stuff too. So, I saw all this stuff. Looks pretty good. Hello, do you have a name? Hotel guest. I know, everybody has a name. But, you know what I mean. We're all special. Huh. That is... What is that? Before I go on to the second floor, let me still check out the outlining of this place. Ooh, any lovely chat I can listen to? None. Okay. Did I listen into y'all's conversation yet? No. Okay. Wait, where am I? Okay. I didn't go up there yet. I didn't enter this area. Let me finish circling the hotel, though. Alright, so that means I circled the entire hotel. But I want to check the second floor. So here's another door. Ah, here we are on the second floor. Let's see. So now I'm just going to circle it like I would do any other building. All this free money and all this free stuff just laying about. Hello. Oh. Ooh. There we go. Alright, another way. Nope. Oh, alright.
I won't tell.
Thank you. Nothing in here. Ooh. Donovan Mathas. Donovan Mathas. Donovan Mathas?
No, I ain't. What the hell? Yes, I am supposed to be here. No, I don't think the waiter is coming back with our drinks. It might be my fault. Sorry.
Gotcha. Well, maybe I might talk to you later. So I see some people with names that aren't giving me anything to, like, say, or, like, I don't enter, like, a dialogue sequence with them. So maybe, just maybe, I'll speak with him later. Anything? No. Alright. Is this the... Oh, no. Oh, I only went halfway. Alright. Let me get back up here and continue and finish this up. Nothing over here. Man, this building is huge. Alright. Is that... Alright, so that's it. Okay, so now let's go into the journal. The pool where horror dwelt. Investigate the sun parlor, investigate the pool. So I missed something at the pool. That's the pool water, okay. So I just have to get near the pool. What are the rules? No running, no brisk walking, no galloping, no prancing. No lingering on pool grounds without a lingering pass. Minimum price of 2,000 bits. No splashing water higher than 3.48 feet. No roughhousing without a roughhousing pass. Minimum price of 1,999 bits. No swimming or lounging without food or drink in hand. Failure to adhere to these rules will result in a fine. This fine will be multiplied to the power of the number of rules you've broken. There is no maximum fine amount. Ha ha ha. Alright. Do I kneel? Is there a way to pick something up, or what am I missing? If the clues are as prevalent as the pool's odor, it should be easy enough to find the source of what happened. I mean, I read this, but all I know is that Irian was here. Let's see, if Irian was here, they go down and through here. Is there anyone else around here? I suppose not. Okay. Can I ask you anything?
Hi.
It looks like chemicals can be added to the pool filter. I'm going to attempt making a pool cleaner.
All sounds right by me. It'll be nice to actually have guests to guard. Sinuses that work.
You will be paying me, of course. Agreed. The sooner I can get rid of this odor, the better.
Sorry, did you say something? I couldn't hear over the smell. Sound. What'd you say?
Nothing. So do I drop something in the pool water? Okay, so I'll just go to the sun parlor. What does it say? The ex-pool cleaner apparently used to mix chemicals in the sun parlor. Paying it a visit may yield something to help with the state of the pool. Okay. To the pool, or to the sun parlor. Hiya. Here.
Did you hear that someone tore one of the doors to the dining room from its hinges?
Bertie again?
Bertie again? He was duly embarrassed. Something about not knowing his own strength.
If I ever meet that man, remind me not to shake his hand.
Ha ha ha. Okay. So there is more dialogue to trigger from you guys. Ah, whatever. I've got a quest to do. But before I enter the sun parlor, what is up here?
This is how top rungers like to enjoy nature. From far away and with a stiff drink. I get it.
You do, huh?
It really is stunning. I told you, didn't I? The view's fit to stop one's heart.
Really? Considering the circumstances, that's the euphemism you decide to use?
Okay. Anybody with a specific name? Hotel guest? Ooh.
Are you enjoying the amenities?
Faux show. Alright, now let's read what I can...
of reserving a wilderness safari. Wear a fancy hat, fire a rifle, murder some wildlife, you know. It could be quite scintillating.
A rifle. The last time you tried to hold a firearm, you dropped it down a flight of stairs, triggered its automatic fire, and wounded 13 hotel employees.
Well, I didn't hit anyone important. Come on, I won't mess anything up this time.
Wait. Alright, coming over here. Alright, now coming back over here.
The profit of Profitability's Productivity Village is out on the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve, isn't it?
It is. I believe she decided to go out there so visitors wouldn't be distracted by the amenities of modernity.
Really? I'd think the constant gunfire and hostile wildlife would make it difficult to focus on whatever it is she peddles.
Perhaps. Maybe it's an only the strong shall survive type of seminar. I've heard those have been becoming more fashionable lately.
Yeah. Aw, little sprat. Anything else? No? Okay.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
I was nearly attacked by a terror ray on my way here.
Ah. So both of you. Okay, what was that thing I could read? Oh no. Just money. Money lying around. Grand Colonial Hotel Menu. Today's special, Saltuna Filet a la Helen. Salad. Tropicale salad with pea-free nuts and purpleberry glaze. Soup. Sisti soup with bread and hooly butter. Entree. Braised whole canid. Dessert. Dark matter mock apple souffle. Cocktail. Aerosol spritz. Sounds very delightfully delicious. But we've got a mission to do. So, assuming I was intended to come in through here. Let's see. Ooh. I can read this, and I can read this. Let me first look around this stuff. Okay. Now it's time to actually see what I'm supposed to do here. Rizzo's Employee Journal. It seems Rizzo's has set me up with a rather straightforward task. Slug has an automatic mixture for the pool cleaner. If its automatic one would think it wouldn't need to be manually cycled. But I suppose I should be thankful it works at all. Instructions. Mix chemicals by cycling each vat. Then use the console to create a compound once you have the desired combination. Not exactly building a terraformer here, but no matter how simple these things are, some people will still have problems. Good that I've been at this for as long as I have. Chemicals. Chlorinosol red. Number 1. Muriatic acid is green for number 2. Bromentating oxalator is yellow, number 3. Blue water coloring, hashtag 442 is blue, number 4. Hydrogenated defoamer is orange, number 5. Seems odd to store all these chemicals together. Putting some of these together would render that pool less habitable than some of the sulfur pits on Monarch. Perhaps that's why they decided to hire a professional. Beneath the entry, there is a note in difficult handwriting. Any opportunistic freelancer that reads this should meet me on the hotel balcony. I have a business opportunity. Oh. Alright, I'll go back there. So wait, what is it? Speak to the mysterious note writer. Let's see. I'm hoping that if I create something, it won't lock me out. But, let me see. The Rizzo's Employee Journal had a note asking for any opportunistic freelancers to speak with him on the balcony. Alright, I'll be right back there. Wait. I don't feel like it, but... I didn't feel like running all the way back there, but... I've just got to speak to this person. Alright, where is an entrance to the upstairs? Here we go. I like the singer. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, no, that's a hotel guest. Ooh. Nope. Here we go. All right.
I saw you meander on out of the pool and into the greenhouse. Now you're here. Does that mean what I think it means?
I read your note. Suffice it to say, I'm interested. What do you think it means? I don't know what you're talking about.
Might mean that you can be trusted. Might not. Guess we'll see.
Seems like easy money. I'm in. What's in it for me? Why go after a hotel pool? Not exactly the most high-profile target. Actually, this seems kind of pointless. I'm out.
Maybe not. Maybe I just want Rizzo's working relationship with Slug to implode for the benefit of Spacer's choice. But you're right. It ain't high profile. And it ain't gotta be. Any damage to Rizzo's is cause for celebration. You ain't gotta concern yourself with my spite. Consider me an average Byzantine, and I'll consider you an average contractor.
Understood. I'm in. Yeah, I don't think I want to get wrapped up in intercorporate politics.
Shame. Well, I hope you'll soon see Rizzo's for what they are, and help me bring them low. Hope you're here to reconsider my offer. Otherwise, I'm not sure we have anything to discuss. Unless you got a 2-ton bag of dead sprats for sale.
Seems like easy money. I'm in.
Shame. Well, hope you're here to reconsider.
Okay, so I can always come back to him to agree with him on this. Okay. There's the switch. Then there's pool water. Okay. Chapter 12. Murder on Eridanos. Ba. Bra. Ba. Ba. Kya. Alright, now I'm back. Let's see. Alright, view VAT1 status. VAT1 status, augmentating oscillator. VAT2 status, blue water coloring. Hashtag 422. VAT status 3, augmentating oscillator. Wait, what? Huh. Three, 4, 3. Scrawled chemical formula. Pool cleaner is blue water coloring plus chlorinosol plus hydrogenated defoamer. So, I either create a pool cleaner chemical, or I speak with the mysterious note writer and I do something bad. Okay. The Rizzo's employee journal revealed that the method to his madness. He's color and number coded the chemicals to create various mixes. It should be possible to recreate a pool cleaner using the chemical mixer in the sun parlor. Chlorinosol is red, muriatic acid is green, brominating auxiliary is yellow, blue watercolor is 4, and hydrogenated defoamer is orange. So there's 3, 4, and 3. So that means we need blue watercoloring. So I'm assuming I just keep mixing these until I get to the blue watercoloring. So blue watercoloring is 4. I can't get to 4 though. So that means one of these needs to be 4. So I can either do 1, 5, or 4. 3, 4, 2. Kind of like not saying Sudoku, but so blue watercoloring. So one of these needs to be 4. So it can either be this one or this one. Then chlorinosol, which is red. So one of these needs to be 1. Two, 3, or 4. This can be either 1, 5, or 4. Well, I need 4. This could be 1. And so what's the last one I need? Hydrogenated defoamer, which is number 5. 1, 3, and 2. So that means one of these needs to be 5. So this has the possibility of becoming 5. So out of all of these, the only one that can become 5 is this one. And this could also become 4, but I need this one to be 4. If that's the case, then this one has to be 1. So 1, 5, 4. Blue watercoloring. Chlorinosol. Hydrogenate. I'm gonna get it right. Hydrogenated defoamer. Alright. 1, 5, 4. Mix these chemicals. Existing chemical in canister will be removed and chemicals in vats will be mixed into a new compound. So we created a pool cleaner chemical. Add the chemical to the pool filter. Alright, where do I get it? Do I have it? Okay, so I do have the pool cleaner. Let's see. Run up here. Going over here. So I want to see what happens if I agree with him. No. Do. Wait, where is the guy? I knew you're on the top floor somewhere. I will find you. Where did you go? There you are. Alright, I just want to see what you have to say.
Hope you're here to reconsider my offer.
Okay. Seems like easy money. I'm in.
That's great to hear. Or grand, as the Byzantines are so fond of saying. Not that I ain't one. There's a chemical mixing machine in the greenhouse that has more than a few volatile chemicals. Mix them and render that pool unusable. Anything that ain't a cleaner should do. Dump the mix into the pool, then find somebody in Slug and tell them you did it for Rizzo's. That'll get those damn bastards into some red water.
Alright, I'm off. Why Rizzo's? I'm confused about the timescale here. Did Rizzo's ruin the pool, or was that you?
They're getting a tad too cozy with your friendly neighborhood slugs. We don't want either gaining power on the board. Easier to do so if their alliance ain't so sweet anymore. Personally, I don't think we're going far enough. Rizzo's is all smiling gun hands and uppity scientists. Wouldn't mind bringing them down with some well-placed bullets, but if you're worried about this hurting your relationship with Slug, I wouldn't. The guard's thicker than the shit in that pool. Tell him you're with Rizzo's and he won't question it.
I'm confused about the timescale here.
This here's a messy business, friend. And when it comes to messy businesses, the rule's always the same. Don't get too curious, whether it's about Saltuna additives or espionage. Spacer's Choice didn't ruin anything. Rizzo's did. And ain't that a coincidence? But it's also going to be Rizzo's that permanently puts that pool out of commission.
I see.
Dandy. Come on back once you've done your deed.
Okay. Wait, anything else to say?
How's our little,
still trying to work on it. I'll be back. I'm trying to find not the best choice of causing trouble. Get it? I'm coming along. I'm not done yet.
Well, I'll be here, continuing to request drinks that conveniently never make their way to me. Sure Rizzo's doesn't have anything to do with that.
I came back because I wanted to ask you about something.
Ain't one for much idle chatter.
Is every member of Spacer's Choice as brisk as you?
Usually not, but I got a, unique background. You can strip the hairnet off a factory worker, but you can't strip the factory worker off the hairnet. 10 years back, I worked the factory line. Hated every minute of it. Got the idea to forge a promotion certificate, and here I am. Never thought I'd miss the backbreaking labor. But now the higher-ups send me places where everyone hates me, and I spend all day alone in this suit. Oh, and it itches.
So, how are you liking the hotel?
It's a lot of good land wasted on high-rungers. Should build a factory here, or better yet, knock the whole place down and give it to us. Of course, one way or another, I wouldn't get to work there anyhow. But a man can fantasize.
On second thought, I'll come back later. Okay, so at least we learned something. Spacer's Choice wants to make things bad for their competitors. Okay. Oh, there's the pool filter. Here's the pool water. Arian was here. Okay. So before I do that, I'll be right back. One moment. Alright, now let's see what happens. Cool.
Oh, thanks a million, Inspector. The smell cleared right up. Well, in a couple hours, the guests might even be back. Then I actually gotta start doing my job. Of course, we're not gonna get a follow-up shipment for the water anytime soon, so they'll have to content themselves on the deck. I got a little something for making my job that much less miserable. It's the key to our storeroom. If my boss asks, you never met me.
Gotcha. A key. I think we both know my work was a little more than that. Thanks for the first half of my payment. Now where's the rest? Happy to help. I'll see you around. Alright. Oh. Now we know that Irian was here. We might see Irian later. Alright, so I saw this area. Pool Plaza. The rest is just the bridges, the auto-mechanical deck. Alright, so all that's left to do is actually go in. Yeah. Alright. Rizzo's Spectrum. What is that thing in the bottom of the bottle, though? If it's brown, drink it, or... okay.
I wish I'd worn my muddy boots and the jacket with holes in it. Can you imagine the looks we'd get?
Yes, I'd imagine we'd get very unpleasant looks.
Oh, come on. Why is the lounge closed? I wanted brunch.
Gee, if you want brunch, that is a reason to get pissed. Alright, but it's locked. That is another exit. Speak to the constable. Alright. The Grand Ballroom. The Grand Ballroom. Over here. Okay.
With house...
Oh. Bellhop Norville.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Can't believe something like this could happen in my hotel. When I found her, I was just hoping she had a little too much to drink, but all the grievous bodily injury adds up, I suppose.
She was lying in a pool of blood, and your first thought was, I wonder if she's drunk? This room seems like a bad place to loiter after hours.
Hey, Byzantines and restraint aren't two words that often go together. Wouldn't be the first blood-soaked, unconscious party-goer I've come across. Anyway, I'm sure you've got questions.
You want to give me more details on how you came across the body?
Sure, I'd taken to checking the ballroom every few hours prior to the unveiling. Just to make sure no sprats had snuck into the place. You understand. Found her right before I was set to head back to my room in the lower levels for my mandated 5-hour sleep period. Tell ya, thank the law for caffeinoid. Been too upset to get a wink of sleep since. And hey, now I can finally see smells.
Okay. Did you kill Helen? You can tell me if you did. It'll be our secret. Any idea why Helen would have been in the ballroom after hours?
Beats all hell out of me. Maybe she was, practicing for the unveiling?
Alright, let's see.
What? No. Just because I found the corpse doesn't mean I made her a corpse. I was in shift all day. Besides, I loved Helen serials. Well, the old ones anyway. The newer episodes are hot junk on a warm day.
Back to my other questions.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Did you see Helen on the day of her death?
Of course I did. I just told you I found the body. Oh, wait. You mean when she was still breathing? No, of course I didn't. Plus, it's untoward for an employee to speculate about the actions of a hotel guest. Not that I saw any hotel guests interacting with her.
I think we both know that you're itching to gossip. You can tell me. Haven't you heard of Inspector-Inspectee confidentiality? It's also untoward not to answer my question. Least if you like your bones whole. Right, sure.
Honestly, you're more than a little right. I've been burning at the britches to share my theories. Day of her death, I saw Helen leave the hotel premises with the profit of profitability, and didn't see her come back. A little on the suspicious side, I think. Seemed especially strange, seeing how, as far as I was aware, the two didn't get on.
Okay. So what's the deal with the profit of profitability? Is she a guest? Why didn't Helen and the Prophet get along? Back to my other questions. So why is she here?
Yep. Gives seminars on increasing profit margins and the like. Can't say much else, seeing how I ain't in the gossip market.
Why didn't Helen and the Prophet get along?
Or as I can recall, Helen dismissed the lady's seminars in some kind of interview. Said her co-star used them, but she didn't. The top rungers are always ready to read between the lines of famous folks and seem to think the Prophet was on her way out. Woman lost a ton of bits and is set to lose more.
Alright, back to my other questions.
I hope all that helped. I'd like to be as useful as I can in the investigation. I just didn't want to steer anyone the wrong way.
Got any idea who might have wanted to do Helen in?
Everyone's got theories. I don't reckon mine hold much more weight than anyone else's.
Alright, well, adios. Let's see. We can call the elevator. Or we can call the elevator. Or we can go around.
Welcome to the Grand Colonial. Please make yourself at home.
Thank you.
Are you enjoying the amenities?
For the show. Concierge.
Damn, when was the last time I slept? Hello. I hope you're enjoying your visit.
Oh, so that's their, bellhop hat. Alright. Well, first before I actually go and search all this place. This is, alright, that's the exit over there. That's another, I don't even see this labeled. What the? The Dissident Queen, Chapter 2. But there's a Chapter 1 I should look at. Who are you? Wait. Don't think I'm supposed to be in here.
I'll bet you 10 bits this is all just some sort of publicity stuff.
The murder has inflicted severe emotional trauma on me. I demand a room upgrade.
Huh. The Prophet of Profitability Flyer. A flyer promoting a productotherapy seminar with renewed Prophet of Profitability Jasmine Levia at her retreat in the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. Under her patented system, purge your body of nefarious humors, stopping you from unlocking your true productive potential. Huh. Alright, that was the lower floor, so now let's try to
I did
enter.
not read about this kind of treatment in the service agreement papers.
Oh, okay. That triggered more dialogue by leaving and coming back.
Murder or no murder, it is my right to loiter on a bar stool. How else should I be expected to avoid my wife?
You do you.
Hello? Hello? Can't you let me in yet? I've been waiting almost 15 minutes.
But it's locked for a reason. Alright, that was about it. So where's the first door I can enter? Well, I'm not going here yet. So this is the concierge. So what do we have in the concierge? Concierge Terminal. Welcome to the Grand Colonial Concierge Terminal. Please do not store any insufficiently encrypted gossip on the Grand Colonial Concierge Terminal. Guest complaints. From Annoyed, subject, "This is infernal racket." To Concierge, from Annoyed, subject, "This infernal racket." Do you like torturing me? Is that what this is? When I first learned I'd be just beneath the floor occupied by the Rizzo's Rangers, I was excited, as any tossball-loving halcyonite should be. What I did not anticipate is the degree to which these holeheads seem to enjoy prancing to and fro, pounding on their floor and my ceiling, every hour of the architect cursed day. Did they install a tossball fifth court upstairs while I wasn't looking, or is this normal? And worst of all, it sounds like one of them has decided to start imitating a woolly cow. I'll give them that it's a convincing facsimile, but it has no place in a hotel. And each bleat is so loud it shakes the glasses on my face. I demand a room change yesterday. For each additional hour after midnight today that I am not rehomed, I expect at least one employee to be fired. Alright. Now this is from a concerned Byzantian. Subject, mechanical menace. So, to Concierge, a concerned Byzantine. To whoever member of the help it may concern. I've heard a horrible clanking passing my room every night for the past 6 nights. Yesterday I mustered up all of my courage and sent a servant to look. And upon her return, she said she'd... Damn it. And upon her return, she said... Seen what... Wait, what? And upon her return, she said seen what looked like an armed mechanical wander by my room for the past 6 nights. She said it was something called a Burbage 3001. And that it was a serial star. If this machine is a serial star, I must ask, why are you filming outside our rooms without paying us? We're not consenting to having our temporary property filmed. There is no doubt a contract for this, and if the machine is being allowed to wander without being filmed, then I want to be paid double. Do you have any idea how dangerous that thing could be? It could tread on my foot and ruin my aspirations to be a professional dancer. If I ever decide to have those aspirations, I urgently await a response. Alright. The VIP guest list. VIP guests. Ruth Bellamy, aka Halcyon Helen. Spencer Woolrich. Black Hole, Bertie Holcomb. So, request benefits. Halcyon Helen. Despite her celebrity status, the greater part of Halcyon Helen's requests have been fairly normal. Soap, shampoo, new towels, and so on. The one exception is her unusual consumption of food and drink. I'm not one to judge about that sort of thing. Law knows I've seen stranger proclivities from other guests, but she really does request a lot and frequently. Listen to this. For lunch today, she ordered 6 Borston bean sandwiches, 2 purpleberry shakes, 2 purpleberry liquors, several retro rockets, and cigarettes enough to crush a teacup canid. I'd wonder if she's planning a party, but the cleaning staff say that every time they've gone up, there's been no sign of what she's ordered. If Helen really does keep managing to get through all of what she's been ordering, then maybe she should consider quitting show business and entering the competitive consumption scene instead. So, 2 purpleberry liquors and 2 purpleberry shakes. I'm guessing somebody else is going up to her place, and she's keeping it secret. So, I'm guessing 6, so that would be half. So I'm guessing all of this would be half for the other person going up there. Request manifest. Spencer Woolrick. In the past 2 weeks, I've received 315 different service requests from Mr. Woolrick. These requests include, but are not limited to, his entire wardrobe from Terror on Monarch, 413 different outfits, including a primal suit, 5 gallons of each color of Spectrum, except black, wants 50 gallons of black, teacup canids of various breeds, a plasma launcher, and consisting of over 60% of all total requests, an upgraded room. Administrator Ludovico authorized him to move into the second largest room just to shut him the hell up. But Halcyon Helen got the biggest one, and of course, Woolrick can't accept that he's been eclipsed. So he's pissed that he's not getting the better treatment than Halcyon Helen. Got another room upgrade request as I was typing this. I've more than half of a mind to send an exterminator to fumigate his room, just so he can't request anything else for a while. But then he might come down here and try to talk to me, and I think I'd quite honestly rather be dead. Now, Birdie Holocomb, the Black Hole. Holocomb's requests have been about what you'd expect from a professional skullcracker. Toss balls sticks, new clothes because he keeps, and I quote, accidentally tearing the shirts that are too small for my giant muscles. Funny how the rips I've seen more look like they've been made by hand. I've noticed that he's asked for very little in the way of effort accelerators or enhancers. No skin tough, no oxycomp, not even any dervish mist. Typically, tossball players go through that filth like no one else. Maybe Holcomb's trying to prove something to Helen. Whatever it is, I don't think it's going to work. So why is he trying to prove something to Helen? Does that mean that Birdie Holcomb wanted to... Let's see. He wants to be basically, I'm really tough and I got a lot of muscles. But since tossball players usually ask for this kind of stuff and he's not taking it, I'm guessing this is just a bluff. But he's trying to prove something to Helen. Okay. Return to the route and exit. Alright, we're getting some good lore. We're figuring some sort of thing out. What it is, I still don't know, but we're getting info. Let's see, before I actually enter here. Can I speak to you?
I'm sorry, sir, but while the hotel is an active crime scene, I regret to inform you that all new bookings, room upgrades, room downgrades, and in-room massages are suspect. Oh, you're the special inspector. Mr. Kincannon warned me you'd be checking in soon.
Warned? Right. You happen to have my room key? I need to find Constable Keene. Who? I don't need any help from the front desk right now.
She's with Dr. Goodnight. Oh, and the victim, of course. In the Grand Ballroom.
Didn't see the Grand Ballroom on my way in. The bellhop said he dropped my bags in my room, but I don't have the key.
Of course. Allow me to just pull up your info. It looks like you'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time you've examined the crime scene. I believe Constable Keene should be waiting for you in the Grand Ballroom.
Didn't see the Grand Ballroom on my way in.
Oh, the ballroom's right behind the tower elevators. Swing a left or a right, then cut through the crowd of spectators. You can't miss it.
Gotcha. Anything else?
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
Alright. Wanted to check if my room was ready yet.
Of course. Allow me to just pull up your info. It looks like you'll be staying in our luxurious penthouse suite, vacated just recently. So recently that unfortunately the room's still being cleaned. I'm sure it'll be ready for you by the time.
Gotcha. Alright.
The Grand... How may...
So, the Grand Colonial sure is interesting.
It certainly is a marvel of modern ingenuity, luxury, and ambition. Please, allow me to answer any curiosities you might have about our building and the amenities on offer.
What does the penthouse have to offer?
Twice the size of the next biggest room, and kitted out with any amenity you want, as well as many that you won't. Best to enjoy it while you can, Inspector. Typically, the only people who can afford the penthouse suite have enough bits to suffocate everyone on Terra 2. Also, please inform me if Woolrick gives you a hard time about getting a better room than his. Don't tell him I said this, but everyone on staff wants to strangle him.
Wait, I'm getting a better room than Woolrick. Does that mean I'm getting Halcyon Helen's room? So, she died in the biggest room, and Woolrick got the second biggest room. So if I'm getting a room better than Woolrick, then I'm getting the biggest room. But why would they be giving me the room where Halcyon Helen was in? And why are they cleaning it? Shouldn't I be allowed to investigate it? Alright. Is there anything special about the upper levels?
Most certainly. All the important folks can be found in the utmost parts of the hotel. You can hardly walk 3 feet without bumping into a tossball grate or a bored exec. Though maybe don't bump into them. Could be harmful to your health.
Teehee. No one seems to talk much about the lower levels of the hotel.
Who would be interested in a staff-only area? Most folks never ask about the sewers beneath Arizo's plant, either.
You can't honestly tell me there's nothing of interest in an entire half of the hotel. Guess you don't lump yourself in with the other workers. Not mincing words, huh? Let's go over to the other levels of the hotel then.
Of interest to your investigation? Well, I suppose there is that one door we're not supposed to open. But I'm sorry, Inspector, I'm not authorized to grant you access to any staff sections of the hotel. You'll have to find a way in on your own.
Well, actually,
Who would be interested?
Guess you don't lump yourself in with the other workers.
Oh no, Inspector, sir. I live down there too. But that doesn't mean I plan to abide in the bowels of the Grand Colonial forever. The best thing about Sublight compared to other organizations is the potential for upward mobility. We bottom rungers get in, do our job, do it well, then move up and on. This is but one rung on the grand ladder of life, you see?
Huh. So she has ambitions to move up.
Who would be in?
Not mincing words, huh? Let's go over the other levels of the hotel then.
Of course. Your interest is my pleasure, as dictated by Mr. Kincannon.
Alright, that's enough.
If you're sure.
You've got some high-profile guests here, right? What can you tell me about them?
My apologies, Inspector, but that would be a severe violation of guest privacy. We here at the Grand Colonial firmly believe that... All right, my supervisor just walked out of earshot. Some folks just don't understand the importance of gossip. About whom? And what would you wish to know?
Alright. I like you, Halston. Did you notice anything about Halcyon Helen before she died?
You know, out of everyone here, I probably knew the least about Helen. I'm not much of an Aetherwave watcher myself. And Helen always had a crowd of admirers chasing her, you see, so she rarely stopped to chat. Friendly enough, surely, but always seemed untouchable. Emphasis on seemed.
Did you ever see Helen acting strangely? Was she closer with some people than others?
Now that you mention it, she was usually calm and collected, but every so often I'd see her looking all wild-eyed and intense. It seemed as if she was determined about something. Or maybe she was just hungry? That woman ordered a lot of food. Maybe show business gives you a faster metabolism.
So, oh wait.
You know, out of everyone here, I'm not much of a... And...
Was she closer with some people than others?
Everyone wanted to be around Helen. She could usually be seen alongside Bertie or Woolrich, for obvious reasons.
Okay. Heard Black Hole Bertie was staying here.
Bertie. Is he bigger than he is dumb, or dumber than he is big? I have a bet with a friend. Not sure we'll ever get it to pay out. Bertie used to be Helen's beau, though he isn't anymore, and not just because she's dead. If I had 1,000,000 bits, I'd spend every one just to learn what caused their split.
Man. We've got some kind of productivity guru here, right? What's her deal?
Her deal? Not making them. I'd laugh at my own comment, but everyone knows there's no bigger joke than the prophet of profitability herself. Didn't you hear Helen's interview? That woman is the definition of humbuggery. Anyone who gives her the time of day is a right fool. I mean, Spencer Woolrich has taken several of her productivity seminars, and look where it got him. Don't waste your time.
Helen's co-star, Woolrick. He have any reasons to want her dead?
If looks could kill, he'd have put her in the ground 10 times over. Man's clearly jealous of her success compared to his. See, I'd bet we're the only two people thinking about him in all of Eridanos. And I only am because you mentioned his name. If you leave woolly cow milk out, it turns to curds. Leave the curds out, they begin to get stale, then rot. Woolridge is on his way to the trash bin, and everyone knows it. Either he's in denial, or he knew Helen would be checking out soon, judging by his increasing demands for a room upgrade.
Gotcha. Alright, that's enough gossip for right now.
That's a shame, Inspector. What if I wanted to know a little about you?
Oh. I'd say, too bad. The fewer people who know about me, the better. I like to let my reputation speak for me. I'm a freelance captain, changing the colony, one high-stakes encounter at a time. Let's see. I'm not gonna try to say, oh, I'm the best. But I'd like to let my reputation speak for me, but that kind of sounds cold. Let's see.
A dashing gunslinger type, then. I'm sure the investigation will turn out splendidly in your hands. Or at least Mr. Kincannon seems confident enough to believe so.
I see.
I can always... That's all you required to hear? Meanwhile...
Okay. I'm guessing I can actually go in here. I'm guessing because I'm the investigator, it's fine.
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly... How may I be...
Okay, so nothing changes. Greetings. Concierge Halston. Acquire penthouse key. Error, room not ready yet. So there is somewhat of a linear gameplay when it comes to the story. So this is the Dissident Queen Chapter 2. So all of this is considered stealing. Rizzo's Rangers tosser uniform. Severed head of Burbage 2000. The head of Burbage 2000 torn from its body in the penultimate act of Titus Androidus. Why, the foolish Burbage, dost thou not perceive that Halcyon is but a wilderness of dissidents, and is only through our citizens' vigilance that they will be caught. Report any and all suspicious behavior to your local constable. Ahem. Or something along the lines of that. Alright guys, let's get over here.
I'm going.
Out of the line of sight. Oh, look at me being naughty. Rizzo's Ranger's Tosser uniform. The only thing that looks different is it a special thing. The Productivity Queen. Track down the profit of profitability. Oh, wait. The Dissident Queen. Is this a comic book? Thing is, I don't want to lift it up until I see chapter 1. And I could speak to this person.
Be right there.
Alright. Let me just check my inventory. Is this a special thing I just picked up? Rizzo's Ranger's Tosser uniform. This light armor allows you the freedom of movement, but won't protect you from the acromeclavicular sprains. Good luck. Weapon AOE radius. Area of something? Huh. Okay. Huh.
Why, hello there. Goodness, I always enjoy seeing guests, but it's been so long since I've chatted face to face that I about hopped out of my skin at the sight of you. Excuse me, I should introduce myself, though you might know me already, just not by name. I'm Bellhop Sullivan. You've likely heard my dulcet tones through the elevator intercom.
I don't recognize your voice, but I'm glad I can meet you in person. Okay, then. I'm just looking around. With a voice like that, it's surprising no one's smashed the intercom yet. Huh. Well, I haven't been to the elevators yet.
Oh, that's so nice of you to say. I'm glad to meet you too. Now that our introductions are out of the way, do let me know if I can help you with anything.
Gee, I didn't mean to. Yeah, that was mean. You said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the button themselves? So I'd assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossips about Norville? Do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder? Well, let's see. So wait, you said you operate the elevator, right? Can guests not press the buttons themselves?
Well, yes, but having an operator certifies that the right guests end up on the proper floors. We wouldn't want tossball players rubbing shoulders with CEOs. It'd be anarchy. Plus, there's always the risk a guest chips a nail or loses a ring on a button. It's an extra effort, but the Grand Colonial prides itself on personalized service in all things. That and the elevator still works if I'm ever not around. I do take occasional breaks and sleep every so often.
Huh. So I assume the bellhops all know each other. Any gossip about Norville?
Oh yes, Norville's great. Always ready to help any and all guests who might need it. And so handsome too. His judgment sometimes leaves something to be desired, I will say. Kept badgering Halcyon Helen prior to her death about an autograph or something. A little beyond his station.
Do you know anything about Halcyon Helen's murder?
Unfortunately not. I was in the operator room for the elevator, as usual. The camera feed only allows me to see within the elevator, which always has many people coming through. For what it's worth, the murder was a right shame. I always enjoyed the serials starring Ms. Helen, though I did find them prone to repetitive plot structures. But I'm sure you've heard the rumor about what actually did her in. That marauders got into the hotel and management is covering it up so the guests don't run off.
I did not hear that. Have marauders been a problem at the Grand Colonial before?
Well, not necessarily, but they're fairly prevalent on the other complexes. It wouldn't take much for them to find their way here. Slug claims they've got the problem under control, but I don't understand why they haven't simply gone and exterminated all of the Marauders like the vermin they are. Oh, well, I'm just here to push buttons.
Aw. Well, I'll see you later. I gotta remember that this is here. That or... yeah. I'll just come back to this later.
We should try to solve the puzzle hedges in the orchards. The prize is supposed to be something valuable.
Puzzle hedges?
I was nearly attacked by a
I can't believe Helen's gone.
Bertie Holcomb is likely beside
Gotcha.
himself in grief.
What about you? You guys gossiping? No? Okay. Well... alright, is there anything else to see? I do see these stairs.
I won't tell.
I can't see what this is, but...
What the? I was going to wash my hands, I swear.
oh! This is a restroom.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
Yes, he does. He really, really does, doesn't he? Medical Center. That's sealed. All right. Ba-da-ba-ba.
I'm pretty happy working for Slug. Mr. Kincannon treats us with respect.
Cool.
Mr. Kincannon really knows how to run a hotel.
All right, so we got this sealed. Any chat? No. Okay. Oi. There we go. Bum 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 da bum bum bum. Ra-da-dun-dun. Oh, hey. Ah, here we have the reusable restroom. But damn, does this not look like a fancy restroom. I am not lying, I would like to use a restroom like this. Let's see. Well, I did get some other gossip about you.
The crime scene's awaiting, Inspector. Reckon you've got some more questions about the crime scene?
Got questions about you.
Sure, I found her. Tell you. Of course I... Honestly, you're... Dave, see? I hope...
Okay. Well, let's see. Got an idea?
Everyone's got the... Sure, found her. What? No, I wasn't shift all...
Huh. But I did get gossip that you wanted her autograph.
Sure. Of course.
Right, sure.
Sorry, Inspector, they don't pay me to think.
Okay.
Hello there, my inordinately... Oh, you're the one who visited me. Hello again. Thanks so much for brightening my day. Oh dear. I'm sorry, but you don't seem to have a registered room key. If you've lost your key, why don't you pay the hotel concierge a visit? I'm sure she can get you a new one. Then you can come back, and I'll service all of your vertical needs. Oh wait, it's you again. Sorry, but you're really going to need a room key for me to let you up. Rules are rules.
Okay, and what about this one?
Oh, hello there. Nice to see you. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Nothing. Okay. Ooh. Just out of curiosity, what if I try doing that on the upper floor? What are you still doing in there? Well, not my right to judge. You can do what you want. You do you. Okay. All that's left to do is go around. Let's see. Oh, wait.
Whole Birdie's disappeared, you know. That poor fellow must be inconsolable.
Yes. Employees only. Requires employee access card level A to unlock. Don't tell me I have to steal it off somebody. Well, I might get it later.
I knew I should have gotten her autograph when I had the chance.
You'd think these people have never seen a corpse before.
Sublight Underground appreciates your patronage.
Thank you.
You don't know how grateful I am to the morale improvement program. Changed my life.
Oh, that sounds a bit brainwashed, but okay. Man, I'm really... Unless I get something to open it, I really don't know if I should be... I need to steal it. Oh well. Let's actually go through here.
How awful! I left my favorite jacket in there.
So we speak to Constable Keene. Before I speak to this Constable Keene, let me see what you got. Transition to Eridanos. Spectrum Brown. Ah, okay, now I can actually look. Is that supposed to be like a shrimp or something? If it's brown, drink it down. They always come up with their catchy slogan. If it's brown, drink it down. That's locked. Okay. So I circled this entire area.
Thank the law. Inspector, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Let's skip the pleasantries. I'm ready to begin my investigation. Constable Keene, nice to meet you. We spoke over the Aetherwave. I was actually looking for the bar. Do they serve drinks with little umbrellas here? Well, let's see.
Constable Maria Keene. It's good to meet you in person, Inspector.
Dr. Goodnight. Ecstatic to make your various acquaintances and so on? Are we finished with the pleasantries? There's something I'm excited to show you.
I'm guessing you're talking about the body. What have you got for me, Doctor? Is it directions to the spa?
An extraordinary contraption. You'll love it.
Our coroner has developed a device which may prove useful in your investigation. Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you.
Our office has instructed her to hand it over to you. Oh, please. You make it sound as if I'm turning over stolen goods. Behold, my Discrepancy Amplifier. Hold it in your hands. Feel the way it hums with ontological potential.
Clues are nearby. Equip the Discrepancy Amplifier. What does this thing do exactly? Interesting. I'm guessing this device makes use of deterministic calculus. This looks like a scope modified with a computing device. Nice. How do I set it to kill? What? But I've got Parvati with me. So I need long guns is 65. Okay. Wow, they give us they give us elevator music here.
Thank
no. Oh, I like that touch. Okay. So I need 65 in long guns and engineering. I have enough in engineering, I just need long guns. Okay. Equip. What helps me with long guns? I think I have something. See. Sneak. Sneak. Hack. Attack skills. Wait. This is for ranged. Do I not have a suit that helps me with ranged? Or is that the iconoclast armor? Would be defense. No, I need something that helps me with... Here we go. Long guns are 79. Okay. So I just want to see what she says.
Oh, thank...
Doctor... And
Alright. This looks like a scope modified with a computing device.
I work with the materials to which I have access. Halcyon has no shortage of rifles. The Discrepancy Amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Gotcha. Now let me actually do what I would regularly say.
Oh, and...
Doctor...
Alright, interesting. I'm guessing this device makes use of deterministic calculus, yeah.
You're rather sharp in your upper story. I can see why you're the inspector. The Discrepancy Amplifier uses a deterministic model of our universe to detect the discrepancy between what should be and what actually is. Then it renders any discrepancies visible by using the power of magnification.
Got it, thanks. So it's a magnifying glass. Sounds like something the OSI teaches. Got it, thanks.
Yes, it's a magnifying glass, but an extraordinarily powerful one. It looks through the glass of reality itself.
I'm contractually prohibited from endorsing off-brand technology, but I'll bend that rule just this once. You'll want to peer into the amplifier and examine the crime scene.
Okay, so this is the Discrepancy Amplifier. Greetings, Inspector. Thanks to the half-genius, half-mad scientific mind of Dr. Goodnight, you've been granted the Discrepancy Amplifier, a handy investigation device for uncovering clues throughout Eridanos. Be sure to equip the Discrepancy Amplifier in a weapon slot before you continue your hunt for Helen's killer. The eye in inventory. Cool. It does a 5 in damage. There we go. Now it's all organized. Alright, before I do that, let me just take some of these. Or... Scanning Eridanos for evidence. To catch Helen's killer, you'll need to use the Discrepancy Amplifier scope to reveal clues not visible to the naked eye. Once you've located some evidence, aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope and press the Interact button to analyze it. Aim directly at it while zooming in with the scope. Okay. So, okay. So what does Spectrum Brown do? Okay. If it's brown, drink it down. You'll be happy that you did. The newest Spectrum flavor adds brown to the rainbow. Brown vodka blues. Strength 2 to charm 2. Base health plus 10. Oh, but mind attributes minus 2. Dexterity 2. Brown vodka willies. Mind attributes plus 1. Temperament plus 1. So, when you drink it, I guess you get the blues, which gives you more strength and charm, with more base health. I'm guessing the willies is kind of like a withdrawal. So, the withdrawal will make you smarter and more temperament, but it gives you less body attributes and less of a health base. And this lasts 2 minutes. Okay.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
What the? Pew, 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 pew.
Well, I suppose I've seen stranger marketing maneuvers. Not sure what Rizzo's was trying to accomplish with this one. For Law's sake, put that away!
Really? So it's considered a gun? Enough to like...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
So if you point it at somebody's face, they still get pissed off. And I can't go in here, so...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
I'm not gonna rob a corpse, but... 13. Okay. Ooh. Oh, footsteps. Alright. I could analyze those, but before I do that, let me speak with these people.
Go on, Inspector. Give the amplifier a try.
Actually, I wanted a word. How does this thing work again?
The discrepancy amplifier is designed to be held in your hand and maneuvered about, not unlike a small arms weapon. Peer through the looking glass and aim the amplifier about. Examine the crime scene, find a discrepancy, and make a deduction. Simplicity itself.
Actually, I wanted a word.
Ah, I was waiting for this. Yes, of course. I'm only too eager to cooperate.
Tell me about the body. What's the cause of death?
Our leading lady must have riled up someone. Her wounds from cranium to metatarsal are as follows. A blow to the head, severe enough to lacerate the flesh. Followed by a suite of plasma burns down the neck and back, signs of poisoning, evidence of inanition and desiccation, possible signs of jaundice, some shingles, one malformed toenail.
Okay, I think you may have lost me. Could you narrow that list down? Seems like somebody doesn't know the definition of excessive. Let's stick to the most likely cause of death.
That's good advice. I'll just strike out malformed toenail as a possible cause of death. The short version is this. Helen was killed by poison, a blow to the head, and a plasma weapon. Possibly more.
I'll bear that in mind. There was one other thing.
I am, of course, at your service.
About this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good. One of my favorite subjects. Ask away, my dear. Ask away.
What made you invent the amplifier?
I didn't expect an existentialist question so early today. It's a need. Just as sprats feel they must breed, or canids feel they must brutally maul each other, I feel the need to create.
What medical purpose does the amplifier serve? Seems like it's not related to your job. The amplifier's design is oddly bulky in places, like it's protecting something within. Come on, there has to be more to it than that. Alright, if you say so. Man, I want to know both. Let's see, let's go with the medical one first.
You're smarter than I look. Guess there's no shame in telling you exactly what it is you're using, seeing how you're so curious. As it so happened, my husband was mortally wounded in a marauder raid about a year ago. Wasn't going to live more than a few hours. I happened to have an excess of preservative fluids, a scanning device in need of a central processor, and a sudden burst of inspiration. A tragedy doesn't mean you can't be proactive.
Are you insane? Why would you do something like that? If your husband's brain is in the amplifier, I'm surprised you just give it to me.
Technically, it wasn't his whole brain, just a small cross-section, enough to operate the amplifier. But giving the amplifier to you is better than letting it rot in a closet somewhere. Besides, my husband was the prior constable. He would have wanted his brain used for the pursuit of justice.
Aww. The amplifier seems pretty powerful. Why are you trusting me within it? What happens if I break it or lose it or something?
Because you're the inspector. I should think that's rather obvious.
Yeah, but why not just use it yourself? I appreciate that. Your cooperation makes my job a lot easier. I like the way you think, Doc. I can do what I want, 'cause I'm the inspector.
I invented the discrepancy amplifier to assist me in my own medical work. When you were hired to investigate Helen's death, I realized I had my own part to play. I programmed the amplifier to assist you. I'm entrusting it to your care because I want to see my invention help a brilliant inspector solve the murder of the century.
Oh. Gesture towards the constable. Should have given it to Constable Keen. I'll put it to good use, thanks. And you want to be known as the inventor who helped solve Helen's murder.
You don't miss a thing, do you, Inspector? I can see why the constable recommended hiring you. Think of the amplifier as my gift to you. May it avail you in the swift and efficient prosecution of justice.
What happens if I break it or lose it or something?
I still have the blueprint and several extra prototypes floating around, but I might recommend you try to be careful with it. Some of the amplifier's internal components are rare, shall we say, and I don't have an indefinite supply.
Back to my other
You
questions.
sure you don't want to know anything else? Oh, all right. We can change the subject.
I'd like to know a little more about you.
Oh, why, I'm flattered, Inspector. Let me think. I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about as long as it's been around. Prior to that, I lived in Byzantium, but I always felt like it was missing something. And that something turned out to be corpses. Byzantium has much in the way of luxury, but examining the dead does not rank amongst the preferred activities of the elite.
Sounds like you enjoy being a coroner. Most people seem to think highly of Byzantium. You don't say. Hey, let's change the subject.
Absolutely. Usually I'm just a medical practitioner, so I almost never get to deal with anything as unique, or as quiet, as a corpse. The most interesting thing I saw prior to this was the back of Mr. Woolrich's throat after he blew out his vocal cords shouting at an attendant. If I weren't here, I'd be back in my quarters, rewatching Byzantium in the spring, or working on my automatic sprat peeler.
Speaking of inventions, I'm curious about this discrepancy amplifier.
Oh, good.
back to my other
You
questions.
sure you don't want to know? Oh, I've worked at the Grand Colonial for about...
Most people seem to think highly of Byzantium.
It's not necessarily that I dislike it, just that I think the day in, day out flow of luxury gets old. Leisure's worth its salt, of course, but sometimes you need to get a little corpse blood on your hands to remember why life's worth living. If I weren't here, Oh. You sure? Oh, I've worked. If I weren't...
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Alright, well, we'll talk later. What about you?
Take a look at the crime scene. I'll stay out of your way until you're done.
Gotcha. I just want to know, is there anything that happens if you take...
Nice.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Alright, analyze.
The discrepancy amplifier is now operational. Greetings, designated inspector and/or unauthorized larcenist. This unit has detected a discrepancy related to Halcyon Helen. Unscheduled expiration of. Begin amplification?
Sure, let's get started. You can talk? Smack it around a little. You'll speak when you're spoken to. I see you've been designed with a modular analytical system. What else can you do?
The discrepancy amplifier has been programmed with advanced speech recognition, scientific analysis, and deterministic calculus protocols.
Oh, you'll love this. Amplifier, tell the inspector about your features.
Please do not interrupt the discrepancy amplifier. The discrepancy amplifier is programmed to take instruction from its registered or designated inspector.
How curious. I must have set its impertinence levels to flagrant.
This unit's features include an automated personality simulator. This unit has been programmed to simulate joy and satisfaction in assisting you.
Enough talk. Let's just focus on the case. Let's get started. Tell me about the discrepancy you found.
This footprint stands out from the normally spotless floor of the Grand Ballroom. Typically, the ballroom is cleaned twice daily, which means this must have been made by either Helen or her assailant or assailants.
Taste the dirt? Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Oh no, Captain, please don't taste the dirt, and I'm too late.
The dirt tastes earthy, with faint, woody, and fruity undertones. Discrepancy amplifier. Do the size of these footprints match anything you have on record?
Footprint is a tailor-made 8.75, suggesting that its owner was very particular about their shoe size. It is also the exact size that Halcyon Helen typically prefers. There are traces of dirt throughout the footprint.
I'm seeing some purpleberry in this dirt. Amplifier analysis.
Excellent observation, Inspector. The following compounds have been detected. Purpleberry residue, nitrogen-rich fertilizer, common grass. Grass, fertilizer, and purpleberries can all be found in the purpleberry orchards located not far from the Grand Colonial.
Good work, Amplifier. So Helen must have been at the orchards before she died.
This deduction appears sound.
Good work, Inspector. I had a feeling we'd make some progress once we brought you onto the case. You'll need Administrator Ludovico to grant you access to the orchards. Contact him through the secure access terminal in your penthouse suite. Check in with the concierge. Your room should be ready by now. If it isn't, I may have to go shake someone by the collar.
Gotcha.
Oh, Inspector. I was just contemplating human anatomy. Isn't it strange that we're all skeletons carrying around several layers of meat?
I mean, not really. You gotta have meat, so you gotta have bones. We gotta... I don't really know how to respond to that, but yeah.
Something I should know?
Now we can talk to you.
Anything to report?
I'd like to ask you some questions, Constable.
Are you asking me these questions in an official capacity?
Yep, got my inspector hat on. I was hoping I could talk to you informally. Strictly official. I'm here to solve a murder.
I appreciate the gesture, Inspector, but I'm on duty. If you'd like to speak informally, you may visit my office during my scheduled socializing hours. Please, ask your questions.
Who found the body?
Norval, head bellhop. He was understandably distraught. I believe his feelings were genuine. He's a remarkably poor actor. Hotel security corroborates his whereabouts during the murder. I haven't included him in my list of suspects, but neither am I convinced of his innocence.
What makes you say that? There's something a little suspicious about young Norville. Any witnesses to the murder? I don't see any sign of the murder weapon. Is it in custody?
I'm a little suspicious of anyone who enjoys his job as much as Norval. He's also obsessive in his appreciation of Helen's work. Obsessive passion can lead to irrational behavior. It's a fact of modern science.
Let's see. Any witnesses to the murder?
If there were any witnesses, none came forward. Ballroom cameras were also offline at the time of the murder. Helen was very particular about having cameras on her. Security footage would have constituted documentary filmmaking. Can't afford that.
That is cool. I like what they did there. Especially because this is the Outer Worlds in the game and how things work on. That in any other place or in any other game, that wouldn't really make sense, but it does make sense considering all the stuff we've gone through in the Outer Worlds. So, no witnesses. What about the murder weapon? Do you have any suspects?
There's no sign of the murder weapon. Whatever it was that killed Helen, the killer took it with them. Frankly, I'm having trouble imagining exactly what it was that killed her.
Well, any signs of a struggle? Was Helen armed?
Helen was known to carry her signature weapon, a bespoke handgun known as the Needler. There was no sign of any such weapon on her body.
Do you have any suspects?
Spencer Woolrich and Bertie Holcomb are officially persons of interest in this investigation. I've mostly ruled out Mr. Woolrich, leaving Bertie Holcomb as my lead suspect. Let me rephrase that. He's your lead suspect. I've been instructed to turn this case over to your capable hands, while I continue to serve as a consultant.
Let's see. What makes them suspects? You sound a little relieved. Your lead suspects are a star... Your lead suspects are a star tossball player and an actor. So you sound a little relieved.
Work is simple. People are complicated. The people involved in this murder are especially complicated. Mr. Woolrich was Halcyon Helen's professional rival. It's possible jealousy drove him to take Helen out of the picture. I apologize for the wordplay. Conversely, Mr. Bertie Holcomb was Helen's paramour. The relationship was reportedly dissolved. I can't rule out her murder as a crime of passion.
You don't seem too sure about Spencer Woolrick. Bertie and Helen were dating, but that doesn't make him a suspect. So for now.
Woolrich thinks of himself as a serious and distinguished actor. He was frequently cast in demeaning roles, while Helen played the charismatic heroine. He has reason to be envious. I considered the possibility that Woolrich killed Helen in order to eliminate a rival and advance his own career. But my reasoning collapsed under closer scrutiny. Woolrich owes his career to Helen's dramas. Her death likely harms his long-term prospects. I'm struggling to determine a motivation for him, so I've largely ruled him out.
What makes you suspect Bertie?
Mr. Holcomb was in a romantic relationship with Helen. This alone is not enough to make him a lead suspect, but he does play tossball. Black Hole Birdie currently holds the record for most non-consecutive blows to the head. His tendency toward irrational and violent behavior is well documented.
I'd like to talk to you about something else.
Please, ask your questions.
That's all for now.
Anything else?
Let's see.
You've got my Anything else?
If we're going to be working together, I'd like to get to know you better.
I'm afraid I must decline. It isn't personal, Inspector. I'm just on duty right now. Talk to me later, after you've met with Administrator Ludovico. I'll make time to chat.
Alright, then nothing right now. Thanks. Let's see. Ooh. So we've got a broken bottle. I wonder why we can't... Oh, we can analyze that. Alright. So we can analyze... We've analyzed the footprints. Let's see. Guys, wait. Let's move on. Let's move around.
Gotcha.
Alright. Uh-oh. Wait, did I get in trouble? Is everything okay?
Good to see you, Inspector.
We good?
Anything to report?
Nope. Okay. Guys?
No problem. I'll head over.
Alright. The chalk... Oh, there's chalk... Alright, so there's chalk surrounding this. Oh, wait, the letter B! Oh! So that's why there would also be a reason to suspect Birdie. Alright. But no, I can't... Let's see. What about the head? If... I don't see anything around the head, like... I don't know if it's a game thing, where it's like they can't show blood or anything, but... If it was like right here or anything... I see maybe a couple scratches... See her boots. Okay, so we know that these aren't her boots. Let's... I was thinking it might have been poisoned. But let's first just analyze the beef.
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee.
The Sticky Bee. Sounds like a rapper name. Was she trying to spell the name of her killer? What's the unreleased Rizzo's product?
Rizzo's Spectrum Brown has not yet been released for consumption. Spectrum Brown was scheduled to be unveiled at the Eridanos Atmosphere Complex in partnership with Halcyon Helen.
What if the B stands for Spectrum Brown? Was she trying to... make a note of this for later, Amplifier. Was she trying to spell the name of her killer, or... what if the B stands for Spectrum Brown? I'm glad that this is just an option.
Now calculating likelihood of Halcyon Helen using her final moments to endorse Rizzo's Spectrum Brown. Low to moderate likelihood.
Isn't Black Hole Birdie staying here?
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
Anybody else I should know about?
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001.
Oh, the Burbage. Okay. And I remember because one of the people were talking about how, like, it's, I remember reading how, like, the Burbage 3001 is, like, walking across the rooms. So that lady was like, oh, I want to be confiscated for them recording my temporary room. Alright, let's make a note of this.
This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Aw, that's nice. Don't patronize me, but thank you.
Okay, keep him quiet.
Okay. Let's see, are you the killer?
Hey, take it easy with that thing.
Oh yeah, I forget this is a gun. Alright, what about you? Nothing? Okay. Alright. So I got this, I got this. Let's see. Ooh, I can examine this. Halcyon Helen introduces Rizzo Spectrum Brown, Draft 3. I'm Halcyon Helen, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome so many important, rich guests to the unveiling of... Read the following with due significance. Rizzo Spectrum Brown! Thought Spectrum Black was the pinnacle of quality? Think again. Now your tastes can reach new highs with the wonderful Spectrum Brown. Containing notes of... Look, list whatever you want here. Just make it sound good. Alright, containing of notes of wonderful things and wonderful colors and great nutrients. Rizzo's has put the utmost in quality into their new beverage. Brown also contains a special secret ingredient that can be found in any other that can't be found in any other type of drink. Each refreshing sip will leave you feeling more ecstatic than before. It might have something to do with that. What do we say here? There's a worm in the bottle. It just might have something to do with that flavor-enhancing trifle at the bottle's bottom. Thank you all for coming to this unveiling. Thank you to Rizzo's for allowing me to speak here. And remember, if it's brown, drink it down. Okay. Let me just check these tables. Yes. I can see that these are tables. Well, I was thinking initially that maybe somebody might have been sitting at the table and shot her, but then, no, she was killed by some sort of blunt force to the head. Let's see. Did the assailant make their escape through here? I mean, I don't see any footprints that would lead there. Samples will be billed at your room. The assailant make their escape to here. No, they did not. Okay. Let's see.
You look like you've got something to say.
Oh.
Oh, I've worked at the Grand... and... Yes.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
What did she say?
yes. Regrettably, I'm not the most interesting of subjects. Much more to see and do, I'm sure.
Gotcha.
Anything to report?
Got something to ask, but
You've got my cooperation.
that's all for now.
Anything else?
All right. Oh, wait. That is this. Okay. Actually, no. I'm pretty sure the toolbox was here because of the lights.
damnable hair out of my face. I can't see the corpse.
Please enjoy the hotel's amenities. Hi.
Rizzo's cares about the happiness of its family. Spacer's Choice can't say that.
Investigation in progress. Okay. Well, they said my keycard should be available. Is everyone going to be like that?
Don't point that at me.
But would have at least preferred if they had something like... Well, then again, it is still a gun, so it makes sense. I was going to say I preferred if they had, like, they installed something to where, you know, they would...
Old Bertie hasn't been seen since Helen's death. Awfully suspicious, right?
Actually, a lot of people seem to be missing lately. But I see your point about him specifically.
Yeah. I'm guessing this is technically a gun, so if you point a gun at anybody, it's most likely they're going to be like, hey, don't point that thing at me. But, no, yeah, it makes sense. I'm not going to try and complain that they shouldn't have added this in. But what? Right here. Then you moved right here. Let me see.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. An industrial-grade laxative has been added to the liquor in these bottles.
What the? Okay. So this is the Severed Head of Burbage 2000. So was there a 3000 and then a 3001, or? Good, I can actually... Okay, I can actually check a couple things. So what about the other room that I was able to enter? I entered that room, so let's see if there's anything of interest in this room. Okay, then I'm ready to speak with you.
The Grand Colonial front desk warmly welcomes you, Inspector. It's a pleasure to see you again. How may I be of assistance to you, Inspector?
I need access to the VIP guest floor.
I'd love to, Inspector, but I don't really have the authority. Moreover, the guests were promised exclusivity. If I let you up there, I'll never hear the end of it.
It looks like you dropped these. The only guest who would have a problem with me being up there would be the murderer. Trying to make my life difficult is dangerous. Oh, is a dangerous idea. Never mind.
That's a good point. If they give me guff, I can just tell them that they're obstructing justice. That has a nice ring to it. Let me just set you up with VIP guest floor access. Done. You can now come and go as you please.
Okay. I want to know, do you have anything specific if you already have your room key? By just going in here? Let's see.
The Grand Colonial. How may I be of assistance?
Huh. So why can you do it manually? Well, what's the point?
The Grand... How... Ah, yes. We are most pleased to offer you our grandest of grand accommodations, Inspector. The penthouse suite on our topmost floor is now available for you. The last guest left her belongings behind when she vacated unexpectedly, so we needed a little time to tidy the suite up for you. Simply call the elevator in the lobby and our highly skilled operator will deliver you to your private floor with efficiency and cheer.
Let's see. Thank you.
Oh, hello there. Nice to see you. Anything you'd like to discuss?
Alright. So now I could see you at the elevator.
What floor would you like to visit?
Bring me to the penthouse suite. I'd like to visit the VIP guest floor.
Next stop, the finest seat in the house.
The board report. Halcyon Helen dead? Hey! We've got the entire crew here! Man! Now we've got some other things to look through. I guess I'll check everything once I do that. Or I'll do that once I start the next video. But yeah, I've been playing this video for quite a while. Anyway, so when we get back, I suppose we're going to talk to everybody here, read this terminal, go through all that, and, you know, just search this place. But I will do that in the next video. Anyway, thanks for watching. My name is FD, and have a nice day.